You know what's funny about life? There actually is no shortage of psychopaths. Oh, also, every time I get a sandwich and stuff from QT, I've been getting napkins and all that. And obviously I'm not using the napkins fast enough for my accumulation of napkins. That's a stack of napkins in my truck. Be like, hey, I got that bank. Hey, go buy yourself something pretty. Like I'm the Donald Trump of free napkins. It's like a whole tree. Sandwich. I like me a sandwich. I like it a lot. Yes, there's duct tape on the shirt to cover the company logo because I say words. I'm not currently representing the company. So. Oh, here's some lookers. A truck of winners right here. Nice grill. You can say what you want. This little phone holder, beep, 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 beep. It's worth every penny of $7. This time though, they were out of tomatoes, and I got it with mayo instead of mustard. I was thinking about some new jokes. There's one I thought of while on the road, and I was like, oh man, I should write that down so I don't forget it. But if obviously I'm just driving, so naturally I forgot it. And it was a pretty good one too. I was like, haha, and I forgot it. Like that quick, literally. I was definitely thinking, like, if I were president, I'd make it a law for you not to ride with a dog in your front seat, passenger or your lap. I'd make it a law. Countrywide. This woman is half my body weight, and she's got a full-size boxer in the front seat, standing on the middle console, trying to eat her food with her. What'd you expect? You got a boxer in there. I hate that they were out of tomatoes, but it was just as good with mayo as it was with mustard. Nobody's here because I never play my live streams. Like a serial killer, I do them at random. And at will. Man, whoever that guy is. That was a terrible joke. Unironically, there are two different recovery meetings I could go tonight, or the one open mic that all the comics are thirsty for, that is just a bar. It only serves liquor and beer. So I don't want to be a part of that. So, but it's also the one place they'll basically probably never let me perform, ever. One person here not saying anything. How are you? Salute. Duct tape on the shirt to cover the company logo because I'm still in work clothes. How are you? And now we're at 0 people again. Nobody saying nothing. Okay, it looks psychotic, but I knew it wasn't. A woman who just washed her hands in that bathroom came out the door doing this, shaking the water off her hands. But if I didn't know there was a bathroom right there, I'd be like, what is this schizophrenic doing? I see funny things and I call them out sometimes. Politics has gotten funnier. Charlie Kirk dies. The government shuts down. And Demon Hunter Bear, yo, dude, what's up, buddy? Mr. Yeager in the house. How are you, sir? Just saying, I think it's funny that Charlie, not funny, haha, funny, strange. Like, Charlie Kirk got shot, and then Schumer shuts down the government. And it's like all those jobs that the Doge thing had shut down, they're never coming back, ever. What makes it even funnier is that before Elon Musk was hired by Trump, he had a Doge coin, like a cryptocurrency, Doge, D-O-G-E. And then Trump appoints him to the position of Doge, Department of Government Efficiency. Like, the watchers are hilarious, you have to admit. Who watches the watchers? Right? Huh? Oh no, I dropped it. What's wrong with you? Demon Hunter Bear, how was your day? First try, or second try. See that? Huh? You better be impressed, or else all of my cigarette tricks are for nothing. Good sir. 3 people here, 1 person talking. Joe Mama watches the watchers. Good one. Good. Got me. Man. Yesterday I had to go do a couple jobs that were over an hour and a half away. Not even joking. And wow. I mean, just wow. Anywho, it's a bit of an odd Thursday. Especially because you know how hard it is to save money in today's economy. I actually had a pretty fat check last week, and I was like, you know what? I'm going to set a full half of this check aside. And so it's like, normally on Thursdays are my most broke days before Friday. Like, you have a little bit of walking around money, a little bit of gas money, and then you're like, man, thank goodness Faith sent you a friend request on Yubo. Okay, she looks nice. Then my notifications still show up top here. Like, I don't care if someone sends me a notification on Yubo or someone texts me. What annoys me is when someone phone calls me in the middle of the live stream. And of course, because I'm unpredictable, no one ever knows when I'm going to go live. So, it's kind of my own fault. If I had a set schedule for going live and was like, hey, nobody call me between blank and blank, then it would be different. But it's not. The world is going crazy, and it's kind of funny because every single year someone will say that. The world's going crazy. Yeah, we know. We know. I saw a statistic, guy doing statistics. No joke. They questioned men between the age of 21 and 34, I think it was, like the get married and have kids, become a dad range. And they said, what is one of your greatest hopes for the future, for your life? And 60% of them said, oh, I want to get married and have a family. Like, with no reference to fame or fortune or what they're going to do for work, you know, if they're changing careers in the middle of it or anything. 60% of them said, oh, I want to have a family. I want to have a loving, loyal wife, and raise some kids of my own, maybe even start a homestead and get some chickens. And they didn't say that exactly, but 60% of the males polled said start a family. Then they polled the same exact amount of females between the ages of 21 and 34. 6% of the women said, in my future, I'd like to have a family. Like 6% versus 60%, which means 10 men are 10 times more likely to want to put a baby in you as females. I'm talking to the female society, species, I should say. But you are 10 times less likely to want a family. And then you'll run around from 30 to 40 wondering where all the good men are. They're walking past you right on the street in Home Depot, Lowe's, at Ace Hardware, at Walmart, Costco, Publix, Whole Foods. Like, they're right there beside you, and you have this filter on you because you don't even see them. If you're a person that emits negative energy, you're only going to see other people that emit negative energy. If you're a person that emits positive energy, you're only going to see other people that emit positive energy. And that's not some hocus pocus new age bullcrap, it's just the truth. Don't they know how important your streams are? Sheesh. Okay, you're mocking me, Demon. I get it. That's funny. That is a staggering difference, 60% to 6%. I'm trying to remember where exactly, because I watch, like, I'm a content goblin. And between all the shorts you see and all the live streams and all the videos that other people put out, I watch tons of shorts, tons of live streams, tons of videos. So I literally cannot remember where I got it from. It could have been, allegedly, it could have been Chase Hughes, but I don't think it was. Chase Hughes had a good motivational video about how to become a leader by default. And that was his quote from his video that I used for the thumbnail for this live stream. It says, to become irresistible, you must be comfortable with not responding. So some of the females in my life right now, I just haven't been responding. Today's Thursday. On Tuesday, or on Monday, I said to a female, I texted her, I was like, hey, I'll be home by 8 if you want to call and chat. She didn't text me until the next day, on Tuesday, 2 days ago, with a heart, because she has a Samsung and I have an iPhone, says, you know, so-and-so loved this message. And she put a heart on my last message and then responded with, I would like that. If you're watching, the phones go both ways, baby girl. The phones go both ways. All right? If you would like that and you really want to chat, call me. Because right now I'm gonna do that whole not responding thing. There's another girl, kind of like, okay, wow, what is that? He's got Chucky out the top of the car. Do you see this? That's a Chucky doll out the top of the car, center screen. Do you see this? And of course, now the pole's blocking it. Did you see it, Demon Hunter Bear? Hope you were paying attention. Sick from the Koosh, brother. Good to see you, man. I mean, it's possible that the women also had that as a goal wish, but they know by saying it out loud, they're kind of making themselves look lazy or detracting from feminism. True? What a legend. Demon Hunter Bear. The Chucky Mobile. Yes, exactly. I mean, here's the thing. People can say what they want. Like, I've seen comics sit in the green room at some of these open mics with a pad and paper, like 3 or 4 of them together, trying to brainstorm writing stuff. And I'm like, and then it always has to turn to some shout out to the BLT with Guacamole Society, or, you know, some trans thing or something, like make it perverted or tied in with their porn addiction. I'm like, the subject didn't even have anything to do with your perverseness. Can you just make good jokes? I've seen groups of 3 or 4 people in green rooms writing jokes on pads that cannot, are incapable of coming up with some fictitious thing that's funnier than real life. And that Chucky Mobile is proof of it. Real life is always so much funnier. 3 people here, 3 thumbs up. What does y'all's counter say? Mine says 3 and 3. Spades, y'all, 3 and 3. Let's go for a ride. 3 and 4 says sick from the Koosh. I'm glad y'all are with me, for real. Okay, shut up, beepy thingy. I hate that beepy thingy. Yeah, so yesterday when I had to work 16 hours, my boss thought it was a good idea to put a tracker on my car that not only shows the speed I'm going and whether or not I roll through stops or I do hard turns or hard brakes. It's tied in through the insurance company. They're the one that gave it to him, and he installed it in the car. And I'm like, today, the day you know I'm going to be really busy, you want to do this today, which is going to, it slowed me down more. And yeah, I sped. So what? I'm not paying the insurance bill. He is. No, I'm kidding. That was a bad joke. Who says muscle? Michelle Mason, lovely lady. Good to see you. How are the kids? How goes the baking? Daniel Berry Sports Highlights. Hey, everyone. Happy Thursday. You know, things are weird when the gay comics are less dirty than the straight ones. No, I wouldn't say that. Because the gay comics I know, they just get up there and talk about sucking D. That's literally, that's the truth. The last gay comic I saw even made a joke about how I want everybody in the room to just think about sucking D. Like, I want that to be all you think about when I walk on the stage. And just had a 10-minute set about sucking D. And I'm like, bro, really? Give you guys the roadside view. Michelle Mason, it is really good to see you. Daniel Berry Sports Highlights, you know I love you, buddy. Daniel Berry Sports Highlights has like 3,500 to 4,000 followers. He puts up a bunch of good sports clips. And I'm not a sports guy, and I watch his sports clips. Not all of them, but that should tell you something. For real. Chick with full hair on a bike. Did you see that on the right? That wasn't weird at all. 3 people here. 4 thumbs up. Get on down the road. Make song jokes, you know. Got Michelle Mason in the house. Sick from the Koosh, quiet as a mouse. Boom, boom. Daniel Berry Sports Highlights. And Demon Hunter Bear. Yeah, that's not a real song. I'm making up the melody and the words as I go because I'm stupid. Man, I wish I could read the chat, but I'm driving. I'm sorry guys, I can't respond to the chat because this is a work van that is not owned by me, even though it is driven / maintained by me, it is not my van. So I have to watch the road. And while, see that car pulling out right there in front of us, the Hyundai Elantra, you're wait, and then they're gonna try to brake check me at the yellow light. Really, dude? You're slowing me down. Oh, I'm sorry. Am I uncomfortably close? Because you chose to be there? You chose to be there, you Mexican piece of crap. Yeah, I know it's a Mexican. I know what part of town I'm in. I'm in Burritoville. And of course, he's using the same moves I would use, and he's got a left brake light out. But don't worry, he's just gonna slow me up, and he's probably gonna be on the same road. I'm gonna be on this road for the next 5 miles. Watch him be right in front of me the whole freaking time. Yeah, turn, you better get out of the way, buddy. I'll roll you into a burrito. I will tortilla your shell. I will empanada your tamales. Okay, that was stupid. I am always fascinated by the guys that have hats in the back of their cars. Like the back thing, like no one can even see what those hats are. But he's got the hats there. All right, we're at a stoplight. What did you guys say? That sucks if it's 25 people in the room, but if he's just saying that to the other comics, then it's kind of funny. This weekend, I'm making an almond cake with banana frosting with the chopped almonds on top. Oh, that sounds amazing. Chopped almonds on top of a banana cake. Oh, banana nut cake. Occasionally, I think about, yeah, no reading and driving. I'm at a stoplight, so it's okay. I am a witness to the Elantra. LMAO, no stupid, just funny. Burrito stand confirmed. Isn't Elantra a Mexican kind of car? The Hyundai Elantra. The type of car was a Hyundai Elantra. But then I just went on the guacamole of jokes and just wanted to torta him. You know what I mean? I bet he's married to a torta. And she yells at him so he doesn't have time to change his left brake light. The mountain in front of us is Paris Mountain. That's where I live. I live at the base of that mountain in front of us. It's beautiful. I don't know if you can see it. Of course, it's a shaky camera, not zoomed in, so there'll be no detail, obviously. Hey, don't worry. We're just going to stop 6 cars in traffic for 2 dudes on a bike going on the Swamp Rabbit Trail here in Greenville, South Carolina. Brought to you in part by Prisma Health, Swamp Rabbit Green Line. Like Prisma Health, the hospital system, paid $150,000 to put up this traffic light because one biker was an idiot here. Like for like a year and a half, they had the Swamp Rabbit Trail here, maybe even up to 5 years. Nobody got hit because everyone was smart enough to get off their bike, wait for traffic, and then run across the street with their bike. And then one idiot comes biking without looking, gets hit by a car. They're like, we have to have a street light here. $150K. That's someone's salary at the hospital. I have hats in the back of my car, huh? Y'all are distracting, sir and ladies. Oh, he's got. Ooh, calm down, Mr. McCann. With the joggy jog. Jog. Snoop Joggy. Oh, that's a good one right there. What if Snoop Dogg had replaced, remember the guy, the Russell Simmons sweating to the oldies? Was it Russell Simmons? Richard Simmons. Richard Simmons sweating to the oldies. What if Snoop Dogg had replaced him? Been like, Snoop jogging, jog. Yo, I'm jogging with my homies. I got a pocket full of energy bars, and my homies do too. Snoop J-O-double-G. I entertain myself. Like if there was no one here, I would literally be cracking this some jokes. Yeah, it's Greenville, South Carolina. Don't tell anybody about it. It's a well-kept secret. If anybody asks about Greenville, South Carolina, I'd be like, no, the crime's terrible. I got raped by a meth head yesterday. It was horrible. For a car stereo that's just a radio with no CD player. Now I'm driving in a van, have to do live streams and entertain people with my mouth, all manual and creative and imaginative like, because of all the racism. I blame the vegetarians. At a stoplight, we can rechat. I have hats in the back of my car, huh? I love living in the mountains. Yeah, I live at the base of a mountain. Beautiful area you're in. Snoop Jogg is hilarious. Okay, Demon Hunter Bear. I'm gonna have to rewatch the stream and like take notes later because I want to write this into the next set. And tonight I'm going to a recovery meeting, so I'm not going to be going to the comedy place where I am not welcome. That's full of alcohol and a bunch of clout chasing people who think that they're going to catch their big break because somebody saw their Instagram reel of them at Comedy Zone, which is a franchise who also has a Comedy Zone like Atlanta and Charlotte. Like, it's just, people hold it up there like it's a shrine, like it's the Jesus Christ of comedy. Like, oh, have you ever done Comedy Zone? I'd be like, no. Why? Because I respect myself. Like, no. I mean, and other comics want to do Comedy Zone, cool. I don't like the look of that tiny stage with the old brick wall behind it. Like, it, no, I don't, that's not me, dude. Sorry. But guess what? I'll do all the black mics like Toasted Up and Baba's Mediterranean Restaurant that the other white comics won't do. Yeah, I'm talking to you, white comics of Greenville. Clout chasers are booster adjacent. Yeah, the difference is they get neither. At least the booty chasers occasionally catch some booty. Even if it is just a hooker. Point being is, life happens. Either you happen to life or life happens to you. And I want to be prepared for when life happens to me. So I'm making moves right now that I can't talk about because it's like you learn in private, you earn in private, you burn in private. Like, I'm going to stop being so open with certain things to certain people, especially women. Not the women here, because I know you're just, like, you're enjoying my jokes and I'm never going to meet you in person. Most probably, allegedly, small percentage, there's a 0.00005% chance of us ever meeting in person, any of my viewers. Demon Hunter Bear has more of a chance of meeting me at the Bear Fest next Labor Day weekend in 2026 than anybody else does of ever meeting me in public by accident. Like, I'm still, like, I know I'm small time. I know I'm small time, and I'm okay with that. I like being small time because we all know that being famous is it's a prison made of golden bars. Just like the ones that always claim victimhood is an addiction and the needle is gold-plated, and that's a fact. Be like, how dare you? I happen to be blankety blankety blank, fill in the blank. But it's one of those things where it's, I'm learning a lot right now. I'm the first to admit I'm going through a lot. I got home at 12:30 last night and got home at 12:30, passed out by 1 a.m., and got up at 6:30 this morning and started my day all over again. And I am freaking grumpy. I'm 4 hours away from Myrtle Beach. I didn't get a chance to read all the chats there. One day. Nice, Demon Hunter Bear. I look forward to it, bro. You know what? I mean, think about it. You got 11 months to plan for it. I'm planning for it. I'm setting money aside for it right freaking now. That guy's trying to hitch a ride in the middle of the road. I don't know if you saw him on the left. But yeah. I don't know. It's life is a fickle mistress, and while you may love to do the tango with her, if you misstep, she will step on your toes with 4-inch stilettos and all body weight on one foot, if you're not careful. And people are always like, oh, I wish blank. It'd be like, oh, I wish life was easier. I wish this wasn't a challenge. And what fun would life be if it wasn't a challenge? Yeah, it's a challenge to get to Bearfest. I wanted to go to the first one in 2022, or the second one in 2023, or the third one in 2024, or the fourth one in 2025. I didn't have the money. I couldn't do it. I can't travel out to the middle of the country to hang out with like-minded people around a bonfire and crack some jokes. I would have loved to have done that. Especially like they have the privacy thing. You can't film there or anything because they don't want anybody posting stuff on Facebook or Instagram. It's like a private thing, and I respect that. I would respect those rules. I'd keep my phone hidden in my bag, and I would just text friends and family when needed. You know, be like, hey, I'm out in Missouri. I can't talk right now. Having too much fun. You know, but I do look forward to the day where one day I will get to do it. Demon Hunter Bear said something, but I can't read it because we're riding. Once we get to the stoplight, Demon Hunter Bear, I'll read it. We've been live 31 minutes almost. I'm really glad you guys are here. Especially the fact that you're all moderators, you're all good people. Got Michelle Mason and Demon Hunter Bear and Daniel Berry Sports Highlights and Sick from the Koosh. And for some reason, I got 5 thumbs up, but only one person here. Demon Hunter Bear says, when you receive a pie to the face at random and you're minding your own business on the fest grounds, it may be me holding that pie plate. Okay, you break my glasses, we're gonna have words. If I'm in like a water gun fight with no glasses on, hit me with the pie. But if I have my glasses on, have you ever been hit in the face with glasses? It hurts. People think, oh, good thing you had your glasses on or that would have hit you in the eye. You ever been hit in the face with glasses by like a volleyball or a basketball or a soccer ball or an accidental elbow or just like, yeah, it hurts like hell. It hurts more with glasses because then you got the weight of somebody's arm or fist or a ball like hitting things that are already attached to your face. It literally hurts more. So make sure my glasses are off. Because I only have one pair right now. I haven't been to my doctor and I'm blind and broke. So, it's fun riding with me. I'm so glad the trolls aren't prevalent. Like, when I first started, okay, holler back, y'all. I started my first channel, Bane Bear Begins, in December of 2018. Like, the same year I got moon-pilled. So I got moon-pilled, like, 2018 to the beginning of 2019. And by the end of January 2019, I was like, we didn't go to the moon. And then I went through the whole flat realm or the realm or flat earth like debacle with Owen Benjamin as he was going through it. And I had to realize a lot of stuff. In 2020, I started the Bane Bear channel. 2021, I went to my first Flattoberfest. 2022, I started the Bane Bear comedy channel. And let me tell you, I caught my share of flack and death threats and trolls just telling me horrible, horrible things that I would never repeat to another human being. Like your mama jokes and your kids hate you jokes that I just will not repeat. So at this point, I'm not even joking when I say this. Owen Benjamin was right. A lot of the trolls from 2018 to 2021, a lot of them were scared of the Corona Bandicana Quarantina. A lot of them took the jab and a lot of them died. Like, I don't have the God's eye, but if I did, I would really be curious to know how many people trolled Owen Benjamin or me or anybody else that just had their own unique thoughts about the Covidicus Maximus or the Jabberon thing or the realm we live in or comedy or any of that. I would love to see how many of those people were just the worst of the worst porn-addicted gamma trolls that died because they were already obese with a bad diet and a slew of health issues, and they took the vacu, you know? Kind of like, it's funny the left say, you know, with abortion, my body, my choice. But then, well, what about the vaccine? And they'll be like, oh, if you don't take it, you should be fired. I was like, oh, what happened to my body, my choice? You're endangering everybody. You don't love grandma. You want grandma to die. I'm like, grandma's already 85. She's on her way out. She don't care. She's like, George, I'm coming home. I'm ready to die at any moment and meet Jesus face to face. And that was her attitude before Corona Bandicana Quarantine. Relatives died, so they didn't have to live through some of the bullshit we got today. And that's the truth. time on that turn. Take your time. Backers. 7 people here. 5 thumbs up. So glad you guys are here. I can't read the chats right now, obviously, because I'm driving. I'm about to be pulling up to the warehouse where I work because I'm going to take care of some paperwork and stuff. And then I'm probably going to go to a recovery meeting and maybe visit the open mic comedy as a guest tonight just to make all the other comics uneasy by my presence, which is actually a good feeling. It's really a good feeling. You show up and they're like, oh, are you performing? You going on the list? Be like, no, I'll pay the $10 at the door to get in and watch. I'm going to be an audience member tonight. And some of the other comics are like, oh, what's Bane Bear doing here? Wait, why is Bane Bear here? He never does Comedy Zone. Yeah, when I go to Comedy Zone, it's as an audience member, and I don't even mean to intimidate, yet it does. No, it doesn't. That's in your head. No, it's not. Heard from other people that you don't know. Promise you. Any day now, people. I hate that stop sign so much. You're right there on a double-lined road with a curve, and it's like you sit there sometimes forever. So there I was, dying to read my chat, but I can't. We got, okay, now it's 4 people here and 5 thumbs up, so thank you all for being here. And the thing is, I don't want big numbers. Like, these people who are dying to make money through streaming and all this other stuff, they're like, oh, I wish I had 500 viewers or 5,000 viewers or this and that and the other. No, you don't, because you get lots of good people and lots of bad people. Right now, I got, 7 people here, 5 thumbs up, majority of which are good people, except for the ones that aren't talking in chat, because we all know they're racist. Come on, dude, put your code in. Get in the gate, or else I gotta put my code in to get in the gate. And now he's got to wait for the whole thing to open. Start turning right, dude. Pull up a little bit. Let's go. He's going to wait for the whole freaking gate to open. Yes, you can turn your wheel right. Go forward. Come on. Today, Junior. You and your Nissan Rogue. We're about to move out of the way, dickless. Okay, Mom, if you're watching the stream, I'm sorry. I probably shouldn't have said that. Pulling up to the warehouse where I work. For real, you guys want to see where I work? Check it out. Boom! Garage door. You think I want to show you where I work? Nigga, please. Attorneys. What did we say? I'm betting 80% were actual generic refuse and 20% bots. Well, for Owen, probably. Demon Hunter Bear, big numbers are for sellouts mostly. Osman Gold is a chill dude, but his chat is mostly AIDSy. Haha, got him. Yeah, but that's also the thing is that have you ever known somebody famous? I have. And you know, they say, they're like, what's it like for you to go to the store for a candy bar and a Mountain Dew? I was like, what do you mean? He goes, how much time and money does it cost you? I was like, I don't know, $5, and it takes me about 15 minutes to get to the store, get back. And they're like, yeah, it's 2 hours for me. And I'm like, what? He goes, yeah, everybody wants to take your picture. They want you to sign something. They want to have a selfie with you because that way they have something from you and they can kind of think they can become famous because they had a picture with you. You got to smile. You got to take pictures with grandmas, with babies, with all this stuff. And all you wanted was a Mountain Dew and a candy bar. And I was like, wow, I never thought of that. He goes, yeah, why do you think I pay? And this is before they had Uber Eats or the grocery shopping online. He goes, why do you think I pay somebody to go out and do my grocery shopping for me? Because I don't want grocery shopping to take me 6 hours. And I was like, that's a good point. And I've known comics in real life, comics that have like been in movies, like have been famous, like not like the Jim Carrey or Joe Rogan level, but famous enough to be recognized. By most. Half, at least. Anyways, we've been live for 40 minutes. Amazing, y'all. Did us a little car ridey, a little zoom together. That's a Zoom meeting. It's when you get to see Bane Bear doing a live stream while he's going zoom through traffic, hollering at Mexicans. Zoom. Oh, sorry. Mucho rapido. You're racist. No, I'm not, because they can't speak English, so they don't know I'm kind of racist. Yeah, I'm racist towards short people. It has nothing to do with skin color. If you're under 5'7", I can't trust you. You have to earn that trust. 5'7" to 6 foot, yeah, I still have that little bit of waiver. 6 foot to 6'8", yeah, probably pretty trustworthy. But if you're under 5'6", I don't even blink around you. Safely 5'11". You're barely in there, Demon Hunter Bear, but I know you through the discourse we've had. Demon Hunter Bear knew me when I was a drunk in 2023, doing live streams, screaming at the camera. And he's always been a wonderful loyalist, a legend, in fact. And salute to Demon Hunter Bear. Hey, I'm short. No, it doesn't count for women, Michelle Mason. My ex-wife was 5'1", and my stuff looks so big in those little hands. Not the point. Women, it's a men thing. It's not the height patriarchy heights, because I'm a height supremacist. You must be this tall to be my friend. The height supremacy thing is like only with dudes. Why? Because every other dude who's ever screwed me out of money has always been under 5'7", and that's a fact. Nah, that's true. That's funny. Like the DNA was fighting in the womb, basically. Michelle Mason, you got to understand, that has nothing to do with... Okay, I'm 6'1". My ex-wife was 5'1". Okay? And already at the ages of 17 and 20, both my daughter and my son are already like at least 6 inches taller than my ex-wife. I think my daughter is 5'6", 5'7". My son is, I think he's 5'10", 5'9", 5'10". So her shortness shrunk him down a little bit from my genes, but still respectable. If he was under 5'6", I'd be like, look, you better be honest and hardworking and don't lose your temper a lot. Michelle Mason, I love all women equally. I understand. You guys are the Bifrost bridge between the spiritual world and souls getting to the physical world. See, that's what the watchers don't want a lot of these people on the left to see. Is that it's always this ebb and flow where either on one side they want to cause more deaths through vaccines, or it's okay to drink yourself to death. But on the flip side of that, they know that birth is the other. Like, everything in this realm is carbon based and it's going to pass away. And the only thing here that's eternal is your soul. Okay? And that's a fact. It's a divinity that I can't explain. Women are the Bifrost bridge that brings souls from the divine realm as God lets them pass into the physical realm. So the watchers, quote unquote, demons, literally, if they can convince women that having a career and owning 3 cats while you eat Ben & Jerry's ice cream is okay, while you cry yourself to sleep because you never hear the pitter patter of grandchildren's feet, plus tie that in with the fact that they sell the vaccines thing, which will probably make you sterile, and they want you to believe that abortion is a woman's right. You know, because that's the only way they could think that they can get back at God, is to make us die faster, die sooner, or not be born at all. Yeah, my kids are all right. I mean, height isn't everything, but at the same time, did you guys ever see that movie, Men of Valor? Horrible acting, because the acting was done by actual Navy SEALs who clearly are not actors. Blessed be the Bifrosts who obey their divine imperative. Yeah. But the movie Men of Valor, in the beginning, he said something that I've noticed in life that's actually true. It's like, there comes a point in every man's life when you realize when you walk in a room and other men no longer see you as dangerous. While people will be respectful, if you're an older guy with a cane, they'll hold the door for you. How you doing today, sir? That kind of stuff. But nobody sees you swinging that cane and taking down 4 punks that want to rob the store. Those 4 punks come in to rob the store, and they see someone like Demon Hunter Bear or me in there, and we look them in the eye, and we'll be like, yeah, we mean business. And I'll take you on with a pocket knife. I'm that mofo that'll bring a knife to a gunfight, and you'll lose. And they'll second guess themselves and think about it before they draw a weapon and leave, like, homie, let's go. But there is some truth to that. There is a point in life, and I'm no longer ripe fruit. I'm not a spring chicken. I got gray hairs in my beard. I know I'm approaching 50, but there is a thing where other men look at other men. They can tell there's a point, like a turning point, like fruit turning. They can tell when you're no longer dangerous and you're not a threat, allegedly. I don't know how I was going to tie that in, but just a thought I had. ADHD. Ooh, a fly. That spick in me does have that stabby instinct, but I use it for good. Your poor chicken must get perforated tons of times before you season it and cook it. But it cooks in like 28 seconds. It's got more holes in it than if you stepped on it with a golf cleat. Spickin'. Like chicken in the pan, but spick and span. I don't know, I have to workshop that one. I don't know. Sometimes I do watch I'm not a narcissist, so it's not like as soon as my live stream's over, I'll be like, I have to watch myself to see how I did. But there are sometimes I'll go back and watch my old live streams with a notepad and be like, oh, that was pretty funny. And I'll take notes sometimes. But who has the time when you work 80 hours a week? Am I right? I really don't want to be here at the moment. Like I said, look. Garage door. Look, there's a crease in the garage door. It's even got the wood grain paneling, allegedly. I don't want to be here to do paperwork. I really, really don't. What'd they say? Okay, no, I already read that. I do love, like, the updates from YouTube once a month will be like, oh, they also have this your week in review, so you can see it week by week, not just month by month. It'll be like, your week in review was great, people didn't just watch, they interacted, and it says you have this many comments and this many live chats and this many shares, you know, and you had this many videos, you had this many new subscribers, you know, this was your most watched short. And I'm like, thanks, YouTube. I'm so tired and grumpy. I need to clean this van, and I got a recovery meeting 5 miles away that I really need to go to, but I'm so tempted to just rip this shirt off and drive topless to the house and just shower and go to bed. Gaperwork. I'm not a butt guy, so, I mean, if that's the joke you and your boyfriend like to make. Boom! No. Ding, ding! The Law and Order sound. I've wished, honestly, because, you know, it became a thing after a while where people made memes and jokes and videos with the Law and Order sound, the ding, ding, the bum, bum. But I wish there was more of it. Like, that's a sound that never grows. That's one of those sounds that never grows old in me. When somebody would be like, oh, yeah? Well, your mom doesn't love you. Dung, dung. I mean, then they have like a sound that it's so funny. Gaperwork. Demon Hunter Bear. Yeah, that sounds like a joke from someone under 6 foot. It is a classic sound. Demon Hunter Bear gets it. Wait, if he's a white guy, is he a Faygo with cream cheese? But if he's a Mexican gay guy, is he a Faygo with guacamole? Oh, that was one of the ones I was going to make, was that I love sandwiches, and especially sandwiches, like croissant sandwiches. And people being like, look, if you're gay, I totally support the BLTG community. Bacon, lettuce, tomato, and guacamole. Like intentionally say the LGBT thing wrong. Be like, yeah, dude, I totally support the BLTG. You mean the LGBT? No. Bacon, lettuce, tomato, and guacamole. Joke's on you, I'm Puerto Rican. No wonder you're short. Hey, when you and family go out for a picnic, is it a spicnic? When you go to a party, is it a spicorama? Do you sometimes feel that you're spectacular? Michelle gets it. Demon Hunter Bear laughs. Good. Of course, if you were Italian, your name would be Spicoli. There actually is a guy in the Raging Tomato chats. His name is Spicoli. And he's like 65 years old and he's so freaking annoying. Like, so annoying. Ha! You guys, no kidding. It has been super fun. It really has. But we're at that moment in the live stream where I don't want to look like a psychopath with duct tape on my shirt covering the company logo, even though I know I do. I'm Iranian? You mean Italian? Of course you're Italian. You can't spell. That was a joke, Michelle Mason. I know what you meant. Iranian. Iranian. We rally. Iranian. Anyways. Oh my goodness. I'm such a procrastinator sometimes when it comes to this stuff. I hate paperwork. I hate it. Or as Demon Hunter Bear calls it, gaperwork. Like, my goodness, if I'd known there was this much paperwork in plumbing, I would have just become a secretary and joined corporate America. Worked on my typing skills. But no, in plumbing, you're the bill collector, you're PR, you're HR, you set up jobs, you're the salesman, and you're the plumber. And you're the secretary, and you're an administrator, and you got to be the telemarketer phone service thing. Hi, this is so-and-so with such and such a company. This is Bane Bear with so-and-so. Do you mind if we come out to your home today to fix your shizzle? I got to go, y'all. Be well. Remember, do you feel loved? Later.